Third, Kamala Harris's book is out, and there's some things for us to learn about the campaign of Joe Biden. I want to read from Kamala Harris's new book now. Of all the people in the White House, I was in the worst position to make the case that he should drop out of the race. I knew it would come off to him as incredibly self-serving if I advised him not to run. He would see it as naked ambition, perhaps as a poisonous disloyalty, even if my only message was, don't let the other guy win. It's Joe and Jill's decision. We all said that, like a mantra, as if we'd been hypnotized. Was it grace or was it recklessness? In retrospect, I think it was recklessness. The stakes were simply too high. This wasn't a choice that should have been left to an individual's ego, an individual's ambition. Should have been more than a personal decision. That is incredible. That is a shot across the bow at the Bidens. Ran for ego, ran for ambition. Didn't run for what was best for the Democrat Party, didn't run for what was best for America. What was best for America was the presidency of Donald Trump. But this, you would think, is going to elicit some type of response from the Bidens. This, while true, by the way, this is true, but it's the kind of truths you don't normally hear or see or read behind the scenes, behind the curtain. But you're hearing it here from Kamala Harris. She also wrote, I shouldered the blame for the porous border, an issue that had proved intractable for Democratic and Republican administrations alike. Even the breathtaking cruelty of Trump's family separation policy hadn't deterred the desperate. It was an issue that absolutely demanded bipartisan cooperation at an impossibly partisan, most uncooperative time. Well, that's not true. We know that. The damn issue was fixed in a few months with simply a new president, not a policy. I don't know when this book was written, only published, but your statements are being proven false in real time. Your statements they don't even last a couple months. As was said, the State of the Union, we didn't need a new policy, we simply needed a new president. The issue at the southern border largely fixed. And it should expose the lie that you've been told for years. Got to have a bipartisan cooperation. Got to have a bipartisan solution. What they meant by that was we're not going to fix the border until you give a pathway to citizenship to the existing illegal population. That's what it always meant. We're going to hold the border security hostage in order to give a pathway to citizenship to an existing illegal population. That's what it always meant. And it's impossible to get done unless we do this together. Because you're holding it hostage. But no, we always had the power. You don't get to hold it hostage anymore. We got a new president. I cannot tell you how fired up I am about what has gone on with this issue in Charlotte. It just keeps getting worse. And I demand accountability. I demand names. I want to hear again the crap that they said, the lies that they told that led to the potential for a young girl. You see the pictures of her. Such innocence as she looked up at her murderer. Big shocked doe eyes. And you think about all the people that created a world where this is like